Hey y'all, it's your girl Tiana. I Can Only Be Me, and I am coming at you with how to cook collard greens in the Instant Pot. First of all, don't run nowhere, don't go nowhere, you best not. Cooking your greens in the Instant Pot is not going to change the taste nor the flavor if you do it just like I'm finna do it, y'all. You could take everything that I'm using and add it to your pot and cook it on the stove if you want to. Only difference is it's going to take more cooking time. I'm cooking mine on top of the stove because in the Instant Pot because I want fast cooking greens. So I'm going to show y'all how to make some good old homemade southern collard greens to go on your holiday table along with the rest of your dishes. All right, so the ingredients that you're going to need is some onion powder, garlic powder, chicken based seasoning, Tony's Creole seasoning, salt, pepper, celery salt. Ham seasoning is optional. You're going to need some sugar. You're going to need an onion. Bell peppers of your choice is optional. Ham, I have like a few cubes of ham is what I'm going to be using in mine. But you can use smoked turkey or whatever you would like to put off in your greens to give them good flavor. But I happen to have some ham in my freezer, so I just pulled that on out, and that's what we're going to be using for these collard greens. It's not going to change the taste at all. Another one that you're going to need is some old cooking grease, not the fish grease. You're going to need cooking grease that you have used to fry pork chop, chicken, and everything else in it, okay? Besides fish. Okay, and if you don't have that, then you can use just plain old regular cooking oil, and it's gonna do the same thing. All right, but just by adding that cooking oil that has been used, it just give it more seasoning to it. That's all, because the oil has been used and all those different seasonings and stuff that fell off in the grease and all of that. So that's the purpose of using that. So over here in my sink, I have washed 3 bags of greens. The type of greens that I have in this sink is some turnip greens, collard greens, and mustard greens. That's the 3 greens that we're going to be working with. Whatever kind of greens that you're going to want to use, you use whatever you want to use. You can use a whole different mixture, or you can use all the same kind. You could just do mustard greens. You could just do turnip greens, or just straight collards. It does not matter, y'all. Okay? So I have these 3 bags of greens being washed up. Let's get into this. All right, y'all. So I have the Instant Pot going, and I have it on the saute setting, and it lets you know when it is hot. So what I'm going to be adding is just about 2 to 3 tablespoons of my cooking oil to my pot, and then I'm going to add my bell peppers and my onions that I cut up over in it, and I'm going to saute the bell peppers and onions before I add anything to the pot to start cooking. All of my ingredients, I have all of those seasonings that you see right here. I have measured up a teaspoon of each seasoning, and that's what we're going to use to season the greens. And like I said, the pinch of sugar. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so I have the oil down in there. I actually put 5 tablespoons up in there. So now I'm going to add these bell peppers and let them start, and onions, and let them start doing what they know best. We're going to saute them down just a little bit to get them going, to start perfuming up the air and all that good stuff. Okay, and then we're going to take our ham pieces and throw them right on in there with it after they start to saute down a little bit. So I'll be back after it saute down a few minutes. Alright, y'all, so now what we got to do is take the ham and dump it on in there. A little bit at a time. Like that right there. Like that right there. Get it on down in there. And now you can take your greens and put them right on in there with it, y'all. And in between the layers, so the seasoning don't be sitting on the lid, we're just going to go ahead on and take our seasoning and pour that right on in there. And finish adding the rest of our greens. So like I said, I have turnips, mustards, and collards that's going down into my Instant Pot.
gonna steam them. They're gonna steam them.
Okay, so now we got them all down in there. And they're not all the way to the rim. It's probably like an inch away from the rim. We praying that it's going to cook. I know it will because I had something in here and it was almost about that full. So now I'm going to add some liquid. Okay, so to this I have added 3 cups of water. Make sure you use the right measuring cup. The measuring cup that you must use is the one that looks just like an actual cup, okay? Not the little small ones. And then we're just going to take our little pinch of sugar. That's more like a little 1/4 of a teaspoon of sugar or something like that. Let's put a little bit more. Yeah. Most one meant to go in there, y'all, because I sure just wasted it. So we're going to put that right there. And that right there just going to help with that green taste that collard greens and stuff give you. That's why I put that on up in there. So we just mixing it on down there and mashing it down. Because I want to just make sure it's enough of everything in there. And so we're going to start pressure cooking this as slow as possible because y'all know it don't take long for nothing cook in the pressure cooker. Okay, so the first thing we're going to start out with on high pressure for 5 minutes. That's it. Because that might be all that we need. But let's see what setting we got to put it on. Woo. We're going to put it on the let's see. Okay, y'all, so I put this on pressure cook and it's on high pressure for 5 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna see what this look like after 5 minutes, and then if we need more time, then I'll know from there. But you don't want to cook this too long and then you got mushy greens. You don't want that. Okay, this is what they look like after 5 minutes. And they're not done. So we're going to just reset our timer. And I've tasted it to see, you know, the tenderness of it. So I'm guessing that if I set this for another 20 minutes, that they will not be overcooked. Because of what 5 minutes did. So we're going to give this 20 minutes. And I believe in 20 minutes, these will be done, y'all. But look at that. So whenever they're done, I did taste them, and it is gonna need a little bit more seasoning to them. But you gauge from your pot that you cooking if you need more seasoning or not, okay? But I know for a fact I need to add more seasoning to mine. So we're about to do that. We're about to reset it. We're not gonna add no more water to it, no nothing. The only thing I'm about to do is put the lid back on it and let it go for another 20 minutes. This is what the greens looks like now. But after 20 more minutes, I'm going to say it needs about 10 more minutes, y'all. And then these greens will be done to the tenderness that I want them. So only thing I did was I thought I was going to need some more seasonings, but y'all, it does not need any more seasonings. Only thing I added was another pinch of salt and about 2 more tablespoons of oil to my greens, and that was it. So now I'm about to put the lid back on them. I'm about to reset it for another 10 minutes, and I'm guaranteed these greens will be done. All right, y'all. So now I'm about, okay, this is the greens done after the last 10 minutes, and they is seasoned enough. They is tender enough. They is delicious, y'all. So if you try my homemade collard greens in the Instant Pot, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know how yours turned out. Let me know if your first time having greens in the Instant Pot tastes just as good as mine, because I don't taste a little piece already, so it is good, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Peace, love, and many, many blessings to each and every one of you guys. Until next time, this your girl Tiana. I can only be me. Happy holidays.